Hello, Gemini. This is your reading for October 5th through 11th. Remember, Gemini, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we're opening the energy here with the Oracle of Metatron. We have this card of review and reflect. A time out is needed. I think we could all use a time out now and again. Okay? What are we needing to review and reflect upon? Where is it in our life that we need to just kind of take a time out and go sit by the lake in our thinking spot and say, what's really going on here? What do I really feel? Like, are we giving ourselves enough time to sort through our thoughts and feelings to really come up with any kind of insight or any kind of answer? All right. I'm Paul. This is Dove and Serpent Tarot, as you know, and we're going to lay the rest of our cards out on the table. Thanks for being here today. We've got a Chariot and a Six of Cups. Well, isn't that nice? That's beautiful energy. This is family. This is family stuff probably for a lot of you, right? We have a Ten of Swords. We have a Four of Wands. I feel like there's maybe something that you thought was resolved, something that you thought was done, but it's like popping up again for some of you. Yeah, like some kind of an argument or some kind of, it's just like that conversation again that just like won't go away. I feel like that's kind of some of this energy as well. We've got a Tower in that future position. To me, the Tower feels like release. It feels like if there's any tension going on in your life, like this is just like we're finding a way to hit the pressure relief valve on that pressure cooker. Okay, you might be feeling a little pressure cooker energy around your family life or it could be friends, I guess, but the Six of Cups, that tranquility feels like there's fire kind of on all sides. And even with this, with the Sun in Gemini here with the Ten of Swords, feels like we're just sort of like stuck between a rock and a hard place somewhere. And I feel like you're hitting the timeout on that pressure cooker. Okay, so that you can reflect upon what's going on and really hopefully come to some conclusions, some insights, some decisions, so that things don't just get worse, right, in that relationship or in that environment. Here we have the Universe card, the Four of Pentacles, stability. We have the Eon, okay, which is a decision, and we have a Queen of Swords, which, darn it, Gemini, that's your superpower card. So I feel like what this is saying is that you're in a situation now where, yeah, it is kind of up to you, like what you do and what you decide and how things play out from here. Okay, so I think whatever this pressure cooker situation is, where it feels like there's some kind of old stuff that is just still like, I don't know, it's like it's being brought up again, or like something that you thought was already over. Like someone's just like starting up the conversation again, and you're like, oh gosh. So I feel like you're kind of taking a time out from some kind of drama. Any drama at all this week. Don't get involved. Time out. Take a time out. Give yourself time to review and reflect. If you're a leader or a boss at work, at home, at school, and you're being asked to arbitrate or mediate or solve some problems, take a time out for reflection. In other words, this week, to anything in life, don't react to it immediately. Don't just make a snap judgment. Take time to say, you know what, I'm going to go to my office or my room or my car, and I'm going to go think on it for a minute, and I'll get back to you. Give yourself time. Don't feel pressured, especially. Don't feel pressured into a decision right now on the spot, boom, what? No, say, I need to think about it. So time out. Review, reflect, come back to the table, and then you can give your real sort of decision or statement or whatever it might be, okay? Whatever is going on in your life, and now there's some other implications there too. Don't talk right away. You have a right to stay quiet and figure out, calm yourself down and figure out what you want to say. Don't talk too much this week. Give yourself time to review and reflect and come back later with your statement or your decision or your opinion or whatever it might be, okay? Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set this down right here with Alien Simon Mork Ripley right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card is, put your prediction down in the comments below the video, okay? Now, as we look around the room, we see major cards. We see fire. We see water right here in the middle. And the water, to me, feels like it's being, I don't know, feels like it's kind of being threatened, you know? Like your peace of mind, your tranquility feels like it's kind of being, you know, something's closing in on it a little bit. We've got the air and the air here. And then, of course, we have our stable earth energy here. So I kind of feel that there is something that is kind of encroaching on your family or on your friend group or like your close circle of people. There's something that's kind of like, I don't know, there's some aggressive element that's kind of like trying to get an inch closer to you. Is kind of what I'm feeling, yeah? And I do feel that it's, you're being told not to engage. That timeout, review, reflect. Even the Four of Pentacles, all the cards here, if we really look at it, are saying don't engage, don't talk about it, don't lash out, don't let your emotions get the best of you, be on the defensive only, but don't act defensively, right? But just secure yourself in your sacred, safe space and wait for some time to pass. Wait for things to calm down. Wait until you have time for review and reflection and maybe even a consultation before you make any actions, decisions, moves, or statements or, you know, offer any information over, yeah? And so that could be a lot of different things for different people. Maybe there's something going on at work. Maybe there is a situation that arises with a friend or a family member, and you're kind of being told, just keep your mouth shut. You know, and because you might end up putting your foot in your mouth or saying something that then you realize later was just kind of reactionary rather than a real responsible response. Yeah, that's the thing about responses is that they can be responsible. But when we react, okay, it's just kind of knee jerk. It's not anything that we can really think through because it's spontaneous. Yeah. So it's not really the time for that now. Anyway, we see the Chariot. I feel like you're somebody who's very protective over your people. This feels like somebody who is just trying to hold everything together. I kind of feel like you're the glue that holds everything together, either at work, at home, or at school. You're like the one that kind of coordinates everything, right? And I feel like you're someone with a purpose. Yeah. This is a card of loyalty and devotion. And so I feel like there is this loyalty that's kind of present in your life right now. It might be a factor in what's going on this week for you. This is somebody who is fortified. This is a disciplined energy. So it's a week really of holding yourself together, holding your people together, and make sure nothing falls out of line. Make sure that the ranks are closed. And it's kind of this is a card of a thick skin. Yeah. This card that's saying we're wearing our armor. See, you look at this card, you're wearing the armor, but you're not riding off into battle yet. You're holding your ground, you're staying put, but you got your armor on, right? So you're defensive, you're you're defending yourself, I guess, but you're not actively pursuing anything at the moment. Okay, I think what you're trying to do is preserve this tranquility, preserve the love, and preserve the family or the community. Okay, this is your inner circle of people. So I think this week is really a time for holding your ground. It's not really a time for movement or action. It's a time for review and reflection. It's a time for not letting outsiders in. Okay? I get this vibe of closing ranks. Yeah. So I feel like there is something that you're trying to protect or even prevent The Chariot to me sometimes is a card of like a hedge against entropy. We're just doing our very best to hold things together the way they are. Okay? And that seems to be the name of the game. Like, stick to your routines, make sure that your home life, your work life, school, your finances, your health, make sure everything just gets what it needs and stay as normal as possible, stay in the routine, try to stay in the flow. Don't be lured outside of that sort of, that discipline. Okay? The Chariot is a card of family for me. It's the card of we're doing everything we can to just to keep everything going normally. Yeah, and so I don't know what's going on, but the Six of Cups is this card of tranquility. It is this card of appreciating the people we're with. It's a card of love. It's a card of really just family bonds. We value each other. We're there for each other. We support each other. This is your inner circle of people. And I think it's really this is about you just sticking with that inner circle for now. Okay? And I don't know what's going on with you, and maybe I don't want to know the details. But if you want to leave a comment and let me know if it's starting to resonate with you, then that would be fine. The Six of Cups is a card of making sure we express our concern for everybody else in our inner circle and we take care of each other. To me, this is always the card of we're in this together, in a very close-knit kind of inner circle way. Okay, and so I think that you're not looking for new people, you're not looking for new things, you're kind of you're just appreciating and protecting and strengthening and trying to lift up the things that you have now, the things that you're doing now, the people that you're with. Okay? Whether you have a big family or not, maybe it's just you and your pets, I don't know. I think that you're somebody who is very protective of your loved ones. And I feel like this week is kind of important to just kind of ignore the nonsense. And not ignore it to the point where something's going to sneak up on us, but to not focus on it too much and not worry too much about it, and definitely not engage with it, but just focus on those people that are around you, okay? The Ten of Swords is down here, and I feel like this is kind of this is the idea that there's some drama going on that just seems like it's totally pointless. It's like nonsense. It's it's a really big nothingness, This is, to me, a card of a dry hole. It's a desiccated thing. It is a pointless and purposeless, subject or issue or topic, or even, it could be a relationship or something like this. But if you look at these swords, all those swords are broken. None of them have points, right? And so to me, it feels like it's pointless, right? It feels like it is a dry and desiccated issue. It's a non-issue. It's something that should already be totally squashed, but I feel like it's kind of popping back up again in your life. And maybe something from the past has come back, or it's something that, should be done and over with, but someone's bringing it up again. Or it's now it's kind of present in your life. It could be an ex or something coming back in. For some of you, this is the realization that it's just not worth it for you to engage with someone or something. That it's kind of there's no conversation that's going to make anything any better. Talking right now feels like it's only going to make things worse, no matter how right you are, no matter how eloquent you can be. Talking is going to make things worse. Review and reflect. Time out. Taking a time out from the drama to be with your family, to reinforce those routines and that structure, reinforce the family dynamic, the vibe, the energy, that strength of the family. Ignore the nonsense. Be aware of it, know where it is, so that you don't let it in. Okay, but focus on other things. Yeah, go out to dinner with your family, or just have a movie night, or even if you don't have a family necessarily, but your friends, okay, whoever or whatever your support system is, And lean on that support system this week. Okay. And I'm not predicting anything new coming in. Again, I feel like it's something that's kind of old already. It's like something that already should be like completely gone and just done, right? Because that's the feeling that I get here with this Ten of Swords. And it feels like it's kind of it's a birdcage, you know, and it feels like we're stuck in this situation that just kind of seems silly. Okay, but you're being told not to do any sudden moves, like just kind of business as usual kind of deal. The Four of Wands back here now. This is a card of completion. This is a card of closure. Okay. I think that, you know, we started this week thinking that something was over, something that it was kind of done, it was behind us already. I feel like it's kind of a can of worms that's being opened again, and you're trying just not to squirm with the worms, the squirmy worms. Yeah. The Four of Wands to me is something that it's like it's coming around again. That's the vibe that I get. This is a card, for some of you, there is, for some of you, that closure is going to happen, but it's going to take longer than we thought. Okay? So I feel like kind of prepare yourself for that, where there's something that you thought was over. I feel like it's not quite done yet, but you want to just kind of stay away from it and give yourself time for review and reflection before you act or speak or make any decisions. Okay? I'm not a professional of any kind. I can't give any kind of advice. But I feel like if the cards here are giving you any kind of a recommendation, it's stay away from it. And don't be drawn out into an argument or a discussion or a conversation. Don't say anything to anyone. Be with your people, focus on family. Okay, the emphasis is there because it does feel like you're kind of in a bad spot. Feels like there's this energy is around you right now, and you're just trying to kind of keep things together here in the middle. And that, I think, is exactly what you should be doing. And this stuff eventually will go away. It will break down. There will be an ending to this drama, whatever it is for you. Okay. Now, I know not all of you are going through some kind of a dramatic situation like this. So I kind of feel that that for some of you, there is still some unfinished business from the past. Okay. And I think as you decide how to move forward with it, the timeout, the reflection, I think that's the important vibe here. Okay. That this week we don't want to really do anything. This week we don't want to decide anything. Okay. Well, we want to kind of give it a few days to see how it's going to play out on its own. And then we can start to figure out, okay, what should we do? How do we handle things? And what's the next move that you want to make? Okay. You have a Prince of Wands up here at the top. And to me, this is a card of cruise control. You know, this is a card of like, stay consistent, stay steady, don't do anything out of the ordinary. Don't deviate from your normal life routines this week. It's saying stay on the gas, hit the cruise control, and just cruise, and let everything stay normal. Okay, I mean it's a pretty good reading, right? Just do what you did last week. Just keep doing more of the same. Yeah. I do think the good things are happening. I think that whatever this energy from the past is that's unresolved, I think it will be resolved, but it's gonna end not because of anything that you do. If you engage with it, it's gonna keep it going. You know, if this is an argument with your family member or something, right? Then it's like, if you say something back, then it's gonna keep the thing going. They're gonna talk and talk and talk. If you can stay quiet, eventually, they're just going to go away. But if you respond, then it starts all over again, okay? And this could be something at work. This could be something with a friend or even, I don't know what it is, whoever or whatever is going on. If you keep engaging with it, it's going to keep that energy going. It's going to make it go around one more cycle. So it's really just saying, just stick to your normal life. Just kind of business as usual. Don't deviate from the course that you've been on, okay? If this is you at work, keep doing your work, keep doing your steady job that you've been doing. And if this person is coming in and they're making all this drama, making a bunch of noise, don't let it faze you at all. Just keep doing the quality work that you do, okay? Now, maybe you're not at work, maybe this is at school, maybe you're retired, it doesn't really matter. Whatever that energy is, kind of like keep your eye on it, but pretend it's not really there. Yeah. The Tower also here is a really powerful card. And this to me feels like it's a relief of that pressure. It feels like this is maybe something falling apart. Okay? And I can't help but think it's like it's this other energy that like is trying to impact your life. But because you kind of have this shield around you, I feel like this other energy or other entity, I feel like their energy is going to crumble. I feel like they're going to try to hit you, and everything's just they're going to turn to dust. You know, like a movie. Whatever they have, whatever they're trying to do, or trying to get a rise out of you, or whatever impact they're trying to have on your life, is going to fall apart. And I think then you're going to be free of this energy, whether it's a person or it's an institution or it's something else. Review and reflection, I think it's incumbent upon me to say, get some professional advice, consult a lawyer or doctor or, whatever. Consult a professional. Don't take my advice. I'm not giving any advice, right? I'm just telling you what the cards are showing. And the Tower really, to me, feels like it is a wonderful relief. Okay? It feels like whatever is going on now that feels like we're in the middle of this furnace, right? I can't help but think of these cards over here as being this pressure cooker. And you're right inside of it trying to just be normal, right? I feel like eventually you're gonna break through the other side of this. And things are gonna be much more free. Over here we have this universe card, which is showing all the restrictions are gone. Okay, it's showing that there is now nothing surrounding you, nothing that is sort of, you're not under siege by anything. There's a freedom here. Okay, they feel like you're standing in this kind of, I don't know, I feel like there's a win here somewhere, By the way, hit the like button if you haven't yet. That will push this reading out to the people that really need to see it, okay? And let me know if it is resonating with you. This is, to me, a card of wholeness. This is a card of, any damages that you've suffered are going to be fixed over time. Whether it's a damage to a reputation or a business or finances or, even if it's a deterioration of your physical health a little bit or if it's mental stress, I feel like everything's going to be returned to wholeness. Everything's going to be put back together the way it belongs. And I think even with a little extra, okay? But it really is going to depend on how you handle things right now. This is a card of discipline that leads to freedom. Yeah, so I'm feeling that, I know it's probably hard not to say something back. It's really hard not to, talk and speak up because you probably have the high ground. You're probably right, So it's really difficult to hold ourselves back and kind of bite our tongues and not say what we really want to say and just let that other person's energy fizzle out, and they're going to make a fool of themselves. You don't even have to lift a finger. That's the easiest win ever. You don't have to do anything. They're just going to take themselves out of the picture. Okay. We have a Four of Pentacles here too, which to me is fortification. It is stability in your relationships and in your environment. I feel like a lot of you do have some sort of a business that you're running, or this has something to do with finances, maybe in some indirect way. And I think that's really, it's really another card that's saying we stick to the routines and we try to do just kind of normal, like business as usual kind of stuff. I feel that there is something related to the home or the business that is, it's kind of, I kind of feel like you're kind of locking things down a little bit. I feel like there's more rules now in place for you. And I think it's good. I think it's important to kind of learn from what this was or what happened or what's going on, and take some measures so that it does not happen again, right? This is a card of material power, and I think that it's important for you to focus on the basic needs, not do anything above and beyond or anything extra. So in a way, we're kind of tightening our belt a little bit this week, but we're kind of doing the normal stuff, but no big moves. It's kind of, again, just staying in the routine, keeping the rhythm of life, you know. We do have an Eon card, which is this choice, this doorway kind of choice. And I'm kind of looking at these two cards together, and it kind of feels that, look, whatever we do, we don't want to come to the realization that we made the wrong choice, and it led to something kind of worse happening. Okay, I think that this is a doorway that can be walked through, but I think we need the right timing here. Okay, I feel like there is something that is not yet ready to be put behind you. Even you want it to be gone. Okay, but because this is still happening here, it feels like it's unresolved. It's not the appropriate time for you to make any big decisions. That's why this card is here in kind of the position of the obstacle, right? Or the fear and even the hope, right? We're really wanting this to be over. We want to go through the doorway and shut the door. But it's not time yet. This energy, it can't come with you through this doorway. So we have to let this dissipate a little bit before we can put this behind it. And then we shut the door and it's gone. It's in the past. It's never coming back in. And I feel that it's kind of the annoying part right now, because you thought it was already gone. It felt like it might have already been in the past, but I don't think that it was. I don't think that it was either not enough time has gone by, or it's just kind of like things have to go around a few times before they lose the energy. Okay, it's kind of like you spin the wheel and it's going to go around a couple times, even though it's going to slow down before it finally just stops. So whatever this energy is for you, like it's going to fizzle out very soon. And then when it does, it's all going to collapse. Okay, and then you can finally just kind of sweep it into the dustbin of the past and be rid of it. The Gemini power card here is the Queen of Swords. It represents you. And it represents you taking the high road. It represents you just kind of keeping a bird's eye view of things and not getting immersed in your feelings about it. Don't let yourself be overcome by the wave of emotion, because that's going to lead you to react impulsively, right? You get an emotion and then you kind of respond based on that emotion. You react to a situation. Rather than this, this is literally the review and reflect, the timeout card. It's saying take a step back, separate yourself from your feelings, your emotions, your rage, your anger, your frustration, whatever it is. Your confusion, your sadness, your hurt, all these things. Take a step back from all of that and just look at the situation from an outside observer perspective. Pretend you're a stranger of your own life and look at your life and say, what are the facts that I would report if I was just a stranger that, kind of came down from the clouds and was looking at my life and I saw everything that's going on? What would I assume is happening? That's the kind of review and reflection that we need, because you're looking at it from inside the situation. But how does it look to other people who are outside the situation looking in? Especially somebody that doesn't know you, doesn't know the other people, doesn't know the details, really doesn't know anything. They're just coming by and looking, and they're forming a judgment. Okay? This is the card of judgment here. Okay, and I feel that there is perhaps a concern for how other people might be judging the situation, strangers or even other friends or associates. Okay, I feel like judgment is kind of a key concept here. the way other people might be judging this situation is obviously like, they're seeing it from a much different perspective than you are. Okay. Let's look at our mystery card. Let's see what's going on here with our little alien friend. I want some happiness. I want some success or a decision or a card of closure. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. See what we have. A 2 of Wands. So I feel that right now is a time for discipline, for sure. And it might be even a time for you like planning your next move. Yeah, because this is a card of like bold action. This is a card of like planting your flag. And maybe this is really like, this is kind of like the Chariot kind of staking the claim and saying, look, planting our feet on the ground, we're planting our flag on in the dirt and saying, this is my place. I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. And your energy or whatever this drama is not going to push me out of my own like life, and we can do that without responding or reacting or saying anything, but by keeping with our routines, by kind of doubling down on our own life and just like making it really obvious that we're not going to be pushed away. We're not going to be swept away. You can't get rid of me kind of thing, And it's kind of to me, it's almost a passive resistance. We're refusing to go away. Yeah. And I feel that the other person's kind of doing that too, that they're kind of refusing to go away also. But they will, because I feel that you have, I feel like you have more on your side than they do. Does that make sense to you? Either more support or more of a claim or more of a stake in something, or you have seniority or longevity if this is a work thing or something like that, okay? I feel like you're more established than they are, okay? And if it's a family member, I kind of feel like it's your life and it's your house, and they're coming in to try to interfere with stuff, Like they showed up at your house. You didn't go to their house, Anyway, I feel like this is you really being bold and confident, but without being reactive, without being restless or anxious, just being kind of business as usual, but, strong, firm, committed, and very, very solid. Yeah. Now, if you want to dive deeper, join me in the extended reading. Click on the join button right below the video. We're going to do an I Ching hexagram. We're going to do oracle cards. We will clarify love and we will clarify money, and we'll do a yes/no coin. I thank you, I love you, and I'll see you there.